is a stage that Derrick Lewis is used to. This is 12th UFC headliner. Lewis is in white, Nascimento in black.
Oh, straight away.
Oh my
Lewis.
goodness, dirty boxing right away.
We said Lewis might go for a takedown.
He looked for that outside trip for sure.
Well, he tried to run at him and get the flying knee knockout. Landed a couple of shots. Now he's trying to get the takedown. This is good for Nascimento, though, because clearly you want to take Derrick Lewis down. He's not a guy that shoots double legs like Derrick's last opponent, Look at that!
That was a gorgeous trip.
Yeah.
Something special?
More like a hip throw.
Might have been it.
Nascimento straight back up, though.
Derrick Lewis was adamant that that Almeida performance was a direct result. He had 2 torn shoulders going into that fight, 2 ear infections as well, was on antibiotics. He couldn't frame off, he couldn't create space.
It was first fight down in Brazil too, which is a unique environment.
It is.
It's quite different.
Yeah, well, he was talking about that this week, and you know, he wasn't saying it in a way that was making excuses.
No,
he was
that guy, yeah.
He wasn't saying it on camera or anything like that. He was just being frank. He said, look, I had stem cells in my shoulders. I was in a lot of pain. The range of motion was terrible, and I had an ear infection as well, but whatever, it didn't go my way. But now he's trying to get that tie clinch. There's a good knee.
But this is more Nascimento's game.
It is.
Yes.
Than Lewis's, so gotta think Rodrigo pretty comfortable here as they hang on each other along the fence. 2 minutes in, and Nascimento able to reverse positions.
Looks like he's going to try that hip throw again.
Lewis wants out.
All right, here we go. Derrick Lewis was saying this week he's terrified of getting tired. Absolutely terrified, but that's why, as you mentioned before, Laura, the cardio he's been doing.
The running,
Blitzes forward with a dangerous combination. Try to time the uppercut. Now some dirty boxing for Lewis.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is the game of Nascimento, to crowd the space, force guys back onto the fence, and look for either takedowns or tight hooks.
And he got it. And this is what Nascimento said he wants to do. He wants to take Lewis into deep waters.
Well, I think anybody that watched that Almeida fight immediately went, okay, now we know.
I mean, that was a smothering performance from Almeida. Right now, though, Nascimento, game plan's working. He's on top. He's going to try and step over to mount. I mean, he's talked about deep waters, but, you know, he's landing some good shots here.
He also wasn't all that impressed with what Almeida did. He said, listen, I'll get him out. If I get him down once, I'll get him out of there. I don't need to take him down over and over and over again. I'm going to do damage when I get on top, and that's exactly what he's doing here.
Well, that's a nice elbow. And then you can hear the impact. Those little shots to the body, they've got some sting on them.
It's usually just a matter of when Derrick Lewis finds a sense of urgency. We talk about it all the time, his ability to just sort of make a decision and stand up. But Nascimento is a credentialed grappler and is not going to make that easy.
Yeah, right now, I mean, he's flat on his back. He's taking some shots. He's got to try and get it on his side. Get on one, get on his left elbow. Use the underhook on the right side. It's easier said than done, though. I mean, Nascimento's a big, strong, heavy man. Great technique.
Yeah, when the fence is there, preventing at least some of your exit. You know, these big guys need a lot of space to be able to shrimp out.
Yeah. Nascimento trying to get mount.
Oh,
there it is.
Half a minute to go. Lewis gives his back to get up. Nice reverse position, and he does.
They call that a Y escape. You just frame with the right hand and use your shoulders, and if you time it correctly, you get them off balance.
Short time on the clock, and you got to think Nascimento just wants to keep him close to see round 2. There will be no commercial breaks through the duration of the fight.
This is the difference here. If Derrick gets on top, those ground and pound shots, they hurt.
Didn't have a car. Now he's got 2 Lamborghinis, and he's in his 12th UFC main event.
Ferrari on the way, I think,
wife and
too.
kids, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, life's good for Derrick Lewis.
And you heard the corner. No more wrestling, no more Greco-Roman approach. Find a home for that right hand. Find the button, and do what you do best.
You see Nascimento's closing the distance, putting on the pressure here. Maybe feels a false sense of security. I think he's trying to get the clinch, though. The problem is getting the clinch. You're going into the danger zone. Just like that.
This is what Derrick wants to do.
He punched his way into the clinch, though.
Nascimento pummeling in here. He's going to try to spin and put Derrick's back on the fence.
Lewis working right in front of his corner as he fires a knee to the body. 1 minute into round 2. Thought about a takedown.
That's smart, gets the underhook, turns him straight away. He's now in the driver's seat. It's actually very even in terms of the clinching. You know, neither man has really established a particular advantage. You know, they both had their moments, they've both been on top, but they're pretty evenly matched in that department. Where they're not evenly matched is with the power, of course.
Oh, tried to throw him down.
Yeah, tried a little foot trip there, a little foot sweep, but no cigar. This is what Nascimento, again, he said he wants to take him into deep waters, get him into rounds 3 and 4. See how much power he's got then.
Well, we know from experience that that Derrick does carry that power late into fights.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen him come back from some crazy fights where he was down, gets the knockout incredibly late against Volkov.
And what you're seeing from Derrick here is some pretty decent technical takedown defense.
Yeah.
And he said that's what he wanted to show. Whoa.
Lewis hammering away from close range.
He's just got to control his feet a little bit. He's falling into the clinches a bit, but who am I to criticize?
Octagon side in St. Louis, Missouri, alongside Laura Sanko and the Hall of Fame Michael Bisping, Brendan Fitzgerald with you. Charlie Arnold is our reporter on the scene. Derrick Lewis and Rodrigo Nascimento in the main event. 2 minutes to go in round 2 of a 5 rounds possible. Top-ranked boxing from Perth, Australia. With a vacant belt on the line, he's coming up next here on ESPN.
That's
Lewis,
a big elbow.
hammering away.
And clubbing shots, he's loading up now. Now he's going for it. Got through with the left hook there. The power of Derrick Lewis is ridiculous.
Tried to step through trip, and he gives up his back in the process.
This is a tough spot to be in. This is exactly where Rodrigo has wanted this fight.
Yeah, he made a big mistake there. And right now for Nascimento, he can take a deep breath. Just calm his mind. Because he took a couple of heavy ones there. And now he's in control. He's got 60 seconds, though, to make this work for him.
And Nascimento riding a 3-fight winning streak into tonight. They've gone the distance, but he is a fight finisher. Those are the first 3 fights of his career that have gone the distance. He didn't even get to a 3rd round before he made it to the UFC.
Derrick needs to block the other hook of Nascimento if he can.
Nascimento's potentially trying to turn it into mount. He's going to drag that other leg out. There it is there. Gets on top. That's smart.
Top half guard for Nascimento so he can keep Lewis where he wants him. 30 to go in the round.
Ooh, that's a heavy elbow.
His corner has been calling for those. 10. Nascimento staying busy. Lewis had his shots in round 2 as well. Live odds have it at about a coin flip after 10 minutes.
Ready? Fight.
Jason Herzog calls for the start of round 3.
So the corner of Lewis said, listen, just knock this guy out. We need 2, 3, 4 punch-long combinations. He's throwing 1, 2. The coach was 3, 4, and 5. Nascimento so far hasn't really shown much of a threat on the feet. He's shown that he can take the shots, he can weather the storm, but his game plan's clearly obvious, get the fight down. Oh, Carl Lewis coming in.
Falls forward.
That's it.
Lewis pounces and unloads.
Derrick is raining down.
Another name to the hit list of the Black Beast. As he does what he does best and extends his all-time knockout lead in St. Louis, and there go the shorts.
There go the shorts indeed. I'm telling you.
Guys, I'm buying it. I buy that this is peak Derrick Lewis. I'm all in on it.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, here comes the cup.
Yeah,
Let's
tighten up that frame.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say.
gonna get chucked.
Let's hope it's just the cup.
Yeah, it is. What's he gonna?
Which way is he sending it?
What's he gonna do with it? Luckily, he's on the
I'll
other
catch
side
it.
of the
Michael,
octagon.
get it. Get it.
I've always wanted to be a bridesmaid.
They threw it into the media section, and please wash your hands, gentlemen, in the blue jacket.
Did he catch it?
I mean, that
It is
shot.
15 knockouts in the octagon for Derrick Lewis.
That one right there, you see Nascimento trying to stay on the feet. He just wobbled. You could feel the impact. It almost wobbled the octagon. And then these follow-up shots, Laura.
I mean, he clips right here, right the top of the head, right above the ear of Nascimento, and that is all it takes when you have the vaporizing power of Derrick Lewis. About 11 for the road, and there was no way that Nascimento was coming back from that shot. I mean, beautiful right hand over the jab of Nascimento. Let's take a listen to it. We love how these sound.
The fans absolutely love him. Oh my goodness. Who knows what he's going to say on the mic? We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog has called a stop to this contest at 49 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Derrick the Black